turn this way down so I don't have YouTube in my ear. Hey, you broke the rules. What's up, y'all? It's freaking Wednesday. It is. It's Wednesday. I work 10 hours. Tomorrow's payday. And we got 2 more days until the weekend. I'm looking forward to that. Yep. I know it's a little bit more compact today. I decided to drive my badass Equinox. Oh, that was pretty cool. She painted hers. Her bow tie's pink. That shit. Anyway. Yeah, so on my way home. Another day, another dollar. You know how that goes. Oh, somebody liked my video. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's nice to know I got some more, maybe. Yeah. Let me see here. I'm plugging my shit in. That must be Ashley. I bet it is. She says, she usually tells me hello. Oh, it's Skylar. Hey, kiddo, what's happening? What are you up to? Figuring things out today? Did you have a good day? I had a good day. I didn't have such a good night last night, though. Well, not last night. Yesterday afternoon, it wasn't so good. I know you've probably read my caption from my show today, and it says, "What the hell, Bobby?" or something like that. Yeah, so I got some new records yesterday, and I went and put one on my turntable and play it, right? And I accidentally dropped my needle on my record, and my needle broke. So, it was a mad rush for me to figure out a way to fix it, right? But I also was at the movie theater last night, as you know. So I didn't get to mess with it last night to see if I could find a new, well, they call it a stylus, but it's actually a needle from my turntable. So I spent about 30 minutes during my lunch today trying, well, no, actually it was earlier than that. It wasn't during lunch, it was during my break time. Of course, I get many breaks during the day because of the position I have. Plug in my phone there. I got this cool new cord. It's white. Yeah, so I can see where it's at. The black one, I lose track of the black one because my interior is black. But anyway, so I went and seen a movie last night, so I didn't really get to research anything about my turntable or anything. And I mean, I looked at some new ones and I looked at some used ones, and nobody seemed to kind of have what I was looking for. I really didn't know what kind of needle my turntable took, so I did some research on it and found out what size needle it takes and all that stuff. So I ordered one from Amazon today. I'm hoping it fixes the problem. Man, that needle was expensive too. It was like $50 for a freaking needle for my stereo or for my turntable. And I don't even know if it's really like a high quality needle. I know it's a diamond tip needle, but I don't even know if it's like a high quality needle or if it's like, you know, intermediate, or if it's like a lower level. I'm not sure what it is, but I guess I'll figure it out. Anyway, it's supposed to come by Amazon today. Hopefully it'll be there when I get home. I can try and change it out. If not, then I got to get on the internet and text a friend of mine. I was asking, he owns a record store, and I was talking to him about different turntables, and he gave me a couple of suggestions. So if this doesn't work this evening with a new needle, because I got it from Amazon, so I can always send it back if it's not any good or if it doesn't work for me. I can at least try it, then I can send it back and get a refund if it doesn't fix my problem. I think it will, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, so, but I've got a couple of other turntables in mind. The brand, I don't know, for some reason, a lot of the newer turntables, they have Bluetooth, and I'm not going to be running on Bluetooth speakers because I'm running it through Pioneer receiver, right? And so I got to get one that has jacks on the back of it so I can hook it to a receiver. Well, one of the ones that was recommended to me today is Audio Technica. I guess Techniques is not Techniques anymore. Audio Technica now. I did find one at Best Buy last night by Insignia. I watched some reviews on it. The reviews were pretty good, but somebody told me it was junk, so I'm not going to buy that one because it's only like $120 or something like that. I really want my stereo to sound good, so I may end up going with a more expensive turntable, but I'll have to wait and see. Like I said, it just kind of depends on what happens with this deal with this new needle tonight. If I get it put on, because I tried to take it off last night, but I couldn't figure out how to get the damn thing off of the headstock on the turntable arm, that holds the needle. I couldn't figure out how to fix it or pull it off last night. I was going to look for some kind of numbers or something inside of it, but I couldn't figure out how to get it off, so I'll figure it out and see. I did watch a video of a guy changing one out, so hopefully mine's designed the same. It looks like it just snaps down, pulls out, put it in and snap it back, so hopefully it won't take more than 5 minutes or so. I might even try to shoot a video of it. I got one of these old classic turntables from I don't know, it's probably from the early 80s, 82, 83, something like that. It still works, believe it or not. And I bought it, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years ago. I bought it at a thrift store or one of those antiquity malls. And that's what kind of got me started building a stereo. Man, I have spent an ass of money lately on albums. Yeah, so if I buy this turntable, I'm going to stop buying albums. But if I don't have to buy a turntable, that's a good thing. Anyway, so Skylar, how was your day? Did you have a good day, Skylar? I know, I'm boring you to death, aren't I? I'm sorry. I should be talking to Skylar. Yeah. So did you have a good day? I had a good day. I wasn't too busy this morning, but I don't know. Things started rolling around about 10 o'clock, I guess. Rolling pretty good. About 10 o'clock. Yeah. Are you there? You gonna answer me? Oh boy. Yeah, I hear you. So anyway, the movie I saw last night was really good. It's called what was it called? I Can Only Imagine 2. I Can Only Imagine was a Christian song that was talking about a guy that he wants to, his eyes are going to be surprised at the things he sees when he goes to heaven. And I'm sure might be some of you out there that don't believe in heaven and don't believe in God, but that's okay. You're allowed, it's your opinion, and you're allowed to think however you want, which is cool with me. But anyway, so this was like a second movie to the original movie. It didn't really have much to do with the first movie. They did throw a few parts in for like memories and things from the first movie. But if you go see this, I Can Only Imagine 2, make sure you take some some tissues with you, because you will need them, believe it or not. I had to have some napkins myself, because I got kind of I've got kind of a soft heart, you know, when it comes to movies and seeing things that are based on true stories, either that or they are true stories. You know, the guy that plays the main character was in the last movie, so you get kind of accustomed to seeing those people, even though those guys are not the real band members. But they you know, they portray the parts really well. So yeah, you can only imagine I can only imagine part 2. But you really kind of have to see the first one to understand the second one. So if any of you guys and girls, or wild ones of all ages, if you ever get a chance, that's a good movie to see. Anyway, so here we are back with Skylar. Skylar, you gonna talk to me today? You know, your daddy didn't call me yesterday. You know, yesterday was his birthday, and day before was Grandma Diane's birthday. Did you call her? Did you text her or call her or anything to say hello and happy birthday? I'll wait. Did you? Did you? Huh? Did you? Start sending you kitty cat emojis like you do me. Skylar, hello, Skylar. Are you there? Hello. I'm just messing with you, kiddo. What we got going on down here? Damn it. I gotta get off of this exit if I can. Shit. Woo! Must be a crash or something up there. Traffic's all backed up. Damn it. Well, I'm gonna hit the service road, I guess. Take the service road down to where I need to go. There must be a crash or something down there. It's not looking too good. Traffic's all backed up, and I don't feel like sitting in traffic, so I'm going to go the long way today. There's actually a service road up here I can take. The traffic's just about as bad here. Paul, what? I can't read your text messages while I'm on while I'm online or while I'm doing my videos. I'll get back to you. It's all right. No big deal. It's cool. Don't worry about it. I'll get back to you when I get home, okay? Well, not right when I get home. I got some things to do this evening, but I'll get back in touch, okay? Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal, okay? You're fine. Anyway, so I don't see Ashley on here, and my buddy Mother Teresa exposed. Yeah, Mother Teresa was on the Epstein list. Britney Spears was on the Epstein list. There's a lot of people. There was a guy that was the chancellor or prime minister of Norway, or one of those foreign countries over there, that got busted because his name was on the Epstein list. And he tried to kill himself last night or yesterday. So that ought to tell you something. He's guilty as hell, because he's getting ready to face the music. And, you know, they don't like to have to face the music. Yeah, there's something big happening down there. Damn, I really should. Well, I don't want to go that way. But I'll be on the service road. I'll be able to see what's going on from the service road, I guess. I'm going to make an illegal left turn up here if I get a chance. I'm not supposed to, you know. Some places you just aren't supposed to, but I might, you know. Anyway. Yep, today was a good day. I'm glad to be off. I'm tired. I don't know what happened. Like yesterday, we had something called pie at work, and when we have our pie meetings, they buy us food and stuff, right? So we had our pie meeting yesterday, and I got really tired after lunch. It was like horrible. And then let's see here. I'm gonna make a U-turn right here. Yep. Doesn't say I can't, so I'm going to. Damn, I'm good. I'm like the best. Anyway, we had a PIE meeting, what they call PIE, which stands for Partners in Excellence at Work, right? And they fed us yesterday. They fed us Mexican food. And boy, I love me some Mexican food. So I ate like big bowls of a mixture of stuff, beef and rice and black beans and cheese and like a salsa mix type deal, and it was really good. But all those carbs made me tired, so man, look at this traffic. This is unbelievable. Wow, it's like backed up for as far as you can see. So there must be something big going on up there. Anyway, so I ate a bunch of food yesterday, and then I had a headache really bad. I didn't take like a goody powder or aspirin or anything for it, but I had a headache last night, and I think it's because I was dehydrated. I drank coffee yesterday morning, and usually I drink I'll have coffee in the morning, and then I'll have orange juice, around break time, 10 o'clock or so. You big fat dummy. Would you pull out in front of me like that for, you asshole? Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. But then, and then I usually drink a spritzer water, to just kind of, replenish my water, give me some electrolytes or whatever. Well, I didn't do that yesterday. All I drank was coffee, and then I had milk at lunch with my lunch, and then I had a soda. And that wasn't really good for me to do that. So, and it is still backed up. It must be right here at the bridge. Anyway, so let's see here. I gotta make a left, and I gotta be in the straight lane. I don't really like this intersection too well, but I guess I'll get over it. But anyway, so I need to figure out which lane to be in, because I really don't know. I think I have to be in the center lane to go straight. I'm not sure. I'm lost. I don't travel this way very often, so guys, bear with me a second. Let's see here. Is this a straight lane? Can I go straight here? No, I need to be over there. Okay, now I'm in the straight lane. All right. So, anyway, so I really wanted to take a nap yesterday when I got home, but I got 2 records in the mail. I got Wasp, their first album, and then I got Wasp Live in the Raw, which is my favorite album by them. I usually don't like live albums, but for some reason I'm really enthused and really dig this album. So I decided I was going to try and listen to it, and when I did, I had the needle in my hand, or the lever on the needle, and I kind of dropped it, and it fell on and skipped along but it played, and then I don't know, it didn't look right because the needle wasn't sitting like it normally does, up off of the arm wasn't sitting like it does normally up off of the turntable. And I was looking at the spacing, I was like, man, this is crazy. So I touched the bottom of it, and the whole freaking needle just fell right out of the casing, or what they call the cartridge. It fell right out of the cartridge onto the floor, and I couldn't find it, of course. I couldn't be so lucky. Looks like the crash is over here, so I've passed it. They got looks like it's shut down, because there's no traffic on this side over here. But anyway, so like I said, I went to the movie. I didn't really do a lot of research. I mean, I had like 20 minutes between the time Dee got home and the time we left in order to go to look at things. So I looked at a few things and didn't see anything I was interested in. I did do some looking last night after we got back. Of course, I was texting with Skylar too. So, but I still had a headache really bad, you know, and then having to like choke back my tears during the movie didn't help much either. So, it was pretty nuts. Anyway, so like I said, I did some research and I did find a cartridge. Hopefully it'll be there this evening. I can put it in and see if it's going to work. But if not, I don't know. I really don't want to have to buy a new turntable, but I will if I have to. You know, it makes more sense. I mean, because like I said, my turntable was made in like 1983 or 84 or something like that. So it's pretty old. You know, so it might make more sense for me to just go ahead and upgrade to a newer one, and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't really like. I really just don't. I don't know if it's just me because I'm used to seeing the old cool ones from back in the 80s. But I really just don't like the way like some of them look. You know what I mean? It just doesn't appeal to me very well. So. Damn, I should have gotten off right here, but that's all right. I'm going down here a little bit more. But it'll save me, like I said, if this works, it'll save me like $200 on this new cartridge I bought. I figured, you know, if it doesn't work, I'll just put it back in the box and send it back to Amazon. You know, it's like a money back guarantee type thing. If you get something off Amazon and it doesn't work for you, you know, you can always send it back. It's not really, I don't know, honest to do that, I guess, but you know, if I get the wrong thing or it doesn't fix my problem, then I don't see anything wrong with, you know, turning it in and getting something else or something like that anyway. So, yeah. Anyway. All right, I hate this roundabout. Let's see here. I need to be in the outside lane. Is that right? I need to be in the outside lane here. This roundabout. I hate roundabouts. They're a pain in my ass. So I'm going 70 east. Okay. Come on, folks. Let's go. This isn't like, you know, hold them up until the cows come home type thing. This is, you know, get on out there and get on down the fucking road. That's what this is. All right, I need to be over here in this lane. The little purple car will move. There we go. I can get back on the interstate. Or did I go the wrong way? No, I did not. Okay, good. I always get confused with these intersections because they've changed the road, just like service roads and things, so much. But I'm back where I should be now. And I didn't waste too much extra time, I don't think. I'm good. Yep. Get on up. Okay, here we go. Woo, back to full speed. Well, not full speed, but almost. So, Skylar, what you got going on this evening? Anything? Did your daddy call you yesterday, or is he supposed to call you today? Or do you know? Wow, the river's way up. Yeah, it's way up. That's good. We needed that. How about them snowstorms up north, up the northeast coast? Record-breaking snowfalls up that way. Wow. That's crazy. I heard in some places it was like 24 inches or something of snow fell overnight, and they expected another 6 or 8 inches on top of that. I'm talking, you know, like cars buried and shit, you know what I mean? I feel sorry for those people. I feel bad, you know, like, I don't know, I used to love the snow, you know what I mean? when I first moved here, I loved the snow, but like the first year here, I moved in 2010 in April. So from like November 2010 until like early March of 2011, I saw more snow in that time period than I had seen in Charlotte, I bet you in 20 years, you know, if you put it all together. And that was pretty wild, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I feel sorry for those people up there. From what I understand, they have a travel ban up that way too. A buddy of mine's dad lives in Buffalo, New York, and he said that there was a travel ban. They didn't want people out riding around. And of course, you know, they got that socialist communist freaking mayor up there, that Mondani or Ma'am Danny or whatever the fuck his name is. He's not American anyway. He's one of those derpa people, you know, from over the Muslim land over there in the fucking sand pits. I wouldn't tell you what I really think of him, but that's not going to do me any good. I might piss some people off, but I don't want to do that either. So I just keep my mouth shut. But anyway, he was wanting people to go out and shovel snow, citizens, because he doesn't want anything. He doesn't want people to have to pay for anything. So, you know, part of like I guess their yearly budget is to you know, budget enough money to for their snow plows and shit like that to get the snow out of the way. Not this guy. He doesn't want that. He wants people to practice slavery and go out and, you know, shovel the public streets. Bullshit. I tell him where he can take a flying leap real quick. Anyway, enough of that. So I think I'm gonna go home. I'm probably gonna drink some water this evening. I don't have a headache. I took a goody powder a couple hours ago, so I think I'm good there. I did have a bit of a headache earlier. That's why I took the goody powder. But I was trying to stand up at work. I sit down a lot, you know, my job, and I was trying to stand up as much as possible today. Just basically, you know, to kind of keep the strength in my, just kind of keep the strength in my legs and stuff, you know. And my knees started hurting a little bit. My feet started hurting because I'm not used to standing on my feet. I sit down more than I stand up anymore. I'm either sitting down or laying down, one of the two. I'm not as active as I used to be. But that's going to change this summer. I'm going to start riding a bike. Not a motorcycle bike, a bicycle this summer. See if I can't burn off some of this man pudge I got around my midsection. And probably thank you, Mr. Jeep. I appreciate you letting me out there, buddy. That was nice of you. But and get my legs back in shape. You know, when I was growing up, I rode a bike like everywhere I went. I lived way out in the country. It was like 3 miles to the first store from my house, and I would go like I would get an allowance every week, and I'd take that $10 a week that I got for allowance, and I would ride my bike 3.5 miles to go to the store to get soda pop and, you know, things that I wanted, you know, things that I earned the money for, you know what I mean? Of course, when you're a teenage kid, those are the things you're interested in more so than anything else, because you don't really have much responsibility when you're a teenager. You know, maybe you have some chores around the house, but so I would drive my bicycle on this really long, it was a 2-lane road at the time, It's like 3 lanes now. They've widened the 2 lanes, but put a turn lane on either side, or in the middle. So your lanes are now on either side, but they widened the road because it's like that's like a main drag between one place and another in Mint Hill, North Carolina. So it's kind of dangerous. It was always been dangerous. You know, we lost like 3 or 4 dogs on that road out in front of our house, and because the speed limit was 45, but people would fly down that road and do like 70 or 80 miles an hour. What are you doing back there, fucking idiot? The fuck is your problem? Jesus Christ. Stupid! God, people piss me off. And they just think because they got big cars out on the fucking road. Let me get out of your way, dumbass. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Momentary lapse of reason there, folks. God, I hate stupid drivers. And it's never ending, you know. Never, and of course, if they hit you, it's your fault. You know what I mean? That's, oh, why did you slow down, or why did you put on your brakes? Well, you dumbass, you were riding too close, stupid. Jeez. Anyway, all right, I'm done. Like I said, you know, you don't, as a teenage kid, you know, you don't, and I would drive that bike 3.5 miles back, so that's 7 miles. So, you know, my legs were in pretty good shape, and I had really good cardiovascular at that time. My cardio exercises were real good, and like I said, I rode that bike everywhere I went, you know, so I was exercising constantly. And then of course, you know, when I was in my 20s and 30s, I went out and did stuff. You know, I didn't sit around like I do now. Of course, you know, I was really active up until the pandemic. They call it pandemic. I call it the plandemic, but all the same. I was real active up until the point to where, you know, everything was shut down. You couldn't go anywhere without a fucking face towel on. And I wasn't going to walk around with a fucking diaper on my face, you know, so I didn't do that. Of course, I ended up getting a pneumonia, but that's what it was. It was pneumonia, you know, it wasn't this fucking killer virus or whatever they said it was. You know, it's funny that when all that was going on, the flu disappeared completely. And now we're still calling it COVID, believe it or not. It's not the flu anymore. It's all the COVID. It's because of the germ. It's a COVID germ or virus or whatever. I don't know. It's bullshit. It's what it is. You know, they get you to try and believe this bullshit. It's just to scare you. It scare you into submission. That's the government for you. Our fucking government hates us. All of them. Right and left. Red and blue. They all hate us equally. You know what I mean? They're all a bunch of fucking money-hungry bastards. But that's okay. They're all getting fucking arrested right now. A lot of them because of this Epstein shit. But anyway, so folks, I'm going to get out of here. I just got home. I just pulled in my driveway. So I'm going to say top of the afternoon to you. There's another person in there. Where did you come from? I didn't see you in there. Is that Ashley? But I'll be back Friday. You guys will stop in on me and say hello. I'll say hello back. I'll give you a shout out. Oh, it's MAGA Meat. Well, Mr. Utters, you missed me. I'm sorry. You came in right at the end of my live feed here. So you're going to have to go back to the beginning and watch about what I talked about today. And we'll catch y'all later. Mr. Utters, I appreciate you stopping in. A little earlier next time, please, sir. Okay? All right, y'all be good. We'll talk at you again soon. Friday. I'll be on Friday. I'm working until 3:30 Friday. So, Mr. Utters, that'll be about 1:30 your time. So you can catch me then. Y'all be good. And peace out there. We'll talk at you later. Bye, y'all. Yep.